And we are live. We are live from Oakhurst Park in Decatur, Georgia, getting set for Scotties softball on the Scotties Sports Network. Scotties getting set to host the Wolves of Wesleyan College in softball action this afternoon. Glad you could join us for our coverage. Charles Ward here with the play-by-play story. As the Scotties come into this ball game 3-11 overall and have not yet played in conference play. They will meet the Wolves of Wesleyan College, also members of the conference. They have not played conference softball at this point. They come in with an 8-3 mark overall in this contest that features two teams from the West Division of the USA South Conference. Scotties at 3-11 overall, statistically looking this way. They've been to the plate 359 times, got 101 hits in those trips to the plate. They're averaging .292 batting average as a team. Slugging percentage just over .400 for the Scotties, and on-base percentage at .357. They scored 66 runs during the course of the season, 49 of those earned. Total bases for the Scotties this season, 144. They've had 33 walks as a team and struck out 59 times coming into today's action. For the Wolves of Wesleyan College, they've been to the plate 297 times over their 11-game season thus far, 99 hits for them. Batting average at .333 for the Wolves of Wesleyan College. Slugging percentage at .461, and on-base percentage for the Wolves at .425. They have scored 94 runs on the course of the season, and 78 of those have been earned. Total bases for the Wolves, 137. 45 walks and 36 strikeouts for the Wolves of Wesleyan College. Series between these teams dates back all the way to 2001, the first time that the teams met. Today will be the 69th and 70th times that they meet in softball action. Series tied at 34-34 with the teams even as it relates to wins and losses. Last time they met was last April at Wesleyan, and it was Wesleyan claiming both of those games, winning the first one 1-0 and then the second one 13-5. So the stage is set for these teams, get set for this contest this afternoon as the Scotties look for their fourth win of the season and the Wolves vie for their ninth of the campaign. Pitching matchups this afternoon will be a good one for the Scotties of Agnes. It'll be Sydney Strama, the junior, going for the Scotties on the mound. Strama looking for her first win of the campaign. She's 0-3 thus far. This is her 8th appearance for the Scotties. She has started 3 games and completed 2 of those. ERA a bit high at this point at 7.84, and a total of 25 innings pitched for Strama, the right-hander. She's given up 35 hits. 4 of those have been doubles. 2 have been triples, and she's given up 1 home run. Given up 31 runs, 28 of those earned, 12 walks on the season, 15 strikeouts, and teams are batting .318 against Strama. Strama will be going against a senior for the Wolves of Wesleyan College. Kimberly Dick will be on the mound for the Wolves. Dick at 3-2 overall. This is her 6th appearance on the season for Wesleyan College. And Dick has started 6 ball games. She's completed 4. Batting average against her is .221. ERA right now at 3.65 over 38 innings of work for Dick. She's given up 34 hits, leads the team in the pitching corps in strikeouts with 41. Given up 29 runs, 20 of those earned, 24 base on balls. And for her, she's given up 2 doubles, 1 home run as it relates to extra bases. So that's the pitching matchup. Strama, the junior, versus Kimberly Dick, the senior. Take a look now at the starting lineups for both teams. We'll begin with the Wesleyan Wolves. They will set it up this way in terms of their defensive set and the batting order. Center fielder Marilyn Naismith will bat first for Wesleyan. She'll be followed by Sabrina Bowen. Bowen, the shortstop, in the second position. Bailey Caldwell, the designated player, will bat third for the Wesleyan Wolves. In the fourth spot, it'll be Savannah Pollock. Pollock plays right field. Jendea Wright, she will play first base and bat fifth. Tahana Zapanik will play third base. She bats sixth. Janae Ruckert out in center field. She will bat seventh. In the eighth spot, it'll be Presley Edwards. She'll be behind the plate catching for the Wolves. And batting ninth, it'll be Jasmine Staley, the second baseman. So for the Wolves, it's Neesmith, Bowen, and Caldwell, followed by Pollock, Wright, Japanik, then Ruckert, Edwards, and Staley. And Kimmy Dix, the flex, will be on the mound pitching for the Wolves. For the Scotties of Agnes Scott College, they'll shape it up this way in terms of starting lineup and in the field. It'll be the left fielder Mercedes Barker batting first for the Scotties, followed by the third baseman Kylie Thomas in the second spot. The catcher Kaylee Fitzgerald will bat third for the Scotties. Then it'll be Janae Howington. She's been on a tear for the Scotties of late with 4 home runs. She will play first base and bat fourth. It'll be the designated player, then Gigi Elizondo in the fifth spot. And then Emma Thomas, the second baseman, bats sixth. And in the seventh spot, it'll be Colleen Thorson, the shortstop for the Scotties. Kate Fernandez out in center field will bat eighth. And Presley Hicks out in right field will bat ninth. And on the mound, it's Sydney Strama. So those are the starting lineups for both teams. It's Barker, Thomas, Fitzgerald, then Howington, Elizondo, Thomas, Thorson, Fernandez, Hicks batting for the Scotties. Getting set for action now and just momentarily as the players are on the field. And we'll step aside for the playing of the national anthem. And right after that, it'll be first pitch for Scotty softball. Scotties coming into today's ball and preseason poll ranking in the USA South. They've ranked 8th out of the West. And they meet the Wolves of Wesleyan College. They came in the preseason poll ranked number 7. So it's number 7 versus number 8 in this softball matchup. And the officiating crew for today's ball game will be Jeffrey George behind the plate. And out in the field, it'll be Kenny Boggs handling the calls as they develop. Glad you could join us for our coverage. Scotty softball. Scotty's at 3-11, trying to find their 4th win of the season in this matchup with the Wolves of Wesleyan College. So Strama taking her final tosses before she gets set to go to work. This Wesleyan team, that batting average of 333, opponents against them at 231. And they have really good start to their season under first-year head coach Brady Tigert. And the Scotties, of course, coached by Carrie Busby. Coach Busby, she is in her 6th season. So play set to begin now. Scotties in the defense. And in the box for the Wolves, it'll be Marilyn Naismith to get things going for them. Naismith on the season, .457 batting, leads the team in hitting with 16 hits on 35 plate appearances. Also leads them in runs with 15. On-base percentage leader for the team as well at .587. So, Naismith in the box. She'll be followed by Bowen on deck. Strama set and ready to deliver for the Scotties. And we are underway with first pitch. That one's called outside. Strama with 15 strikeouts on the season for the Scotties. The delivers the second one. Just about the same spot as the first. Didn't get that call either, so it's quick. 2 balls, no strikes. Naismith still in the box for Wesleyan. Naismith has drawn base on balls 10 times for Wesleyan. Chops at one and fouls that one just in front of the Scotties bench. It's count now to 2-1 on Naismith. That one called for a strike. Strama found the strike zone about chest high on Naismith to make it 2-2. Flags blowing here inside Oakhurst Park. A little bit milder than what it was about an hour before game time. Change up there, swatted out the third base, or the shortstop, fielded on the run. Nice play there by Thorson to fire across the diamond and get Naismith. So Thorson closing at that shortstop position to make that play. And a strike across the diamond. Thorson's fielding percentage at .851. It's 27 assists from the shortstop position. In the box now, Sabrina Bowen. She takes a quick strike there from Strama. So Strama ahead here. And then now Bowen swats at one and comes up empty. So the count quickly at 0-2 against Bowen. Strama pretty deliberate as well. Works pretty quick from the mound for the Scotties. Toes to rubber. Now the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Good sequence of pitching there by Strama to fan Bowen and get out number 2 here in this first inning. Designated player now Bailey Caldwell stepping in for the Wolves. Caldwell leads the team in batting at .467, 14 of 30 for her. Also leads in RBI with 13. Swats one deep in the corner left, but that one's going to range foul. For a quick 0-1 count. Caldwell way out in front of that pitch from Strama. Pitch inside. Caldwell backing up just a bit. May have helped the umpire, Jeffrey George, make that call. Wasn't too far off the plate by Strama. Caldwell with 2 home runs and 2 doubles for the Wolves as she sets back in. 1-1 count. Strama with the pitch. Went up high that time, but off the plate. Count to 1-2 balls, 1 strike now. This one lifted the left field's got some carry. That's going to get over the wall, and that'll be out of the park. So her 3rd home run of the season comes off of Sydney Strama, and Caldwell will round the bases for the Wolves. Numbers suggested that she was a threat for the Wolves, and she showed it right there. Got a good fastball across the middle of the plate and just drove it deep to left for the game's first score. So Caldwell, the sophomore from Macon, Georgia, notches our first score of the ball game for the Wolves Wesleyan. This is right fielder Savannah Pollock now. She is in the box for the Wolves. Pollock swats at the first and fouls it down the first base line. Pollock, the junior from Folkestone, Georgia, batting .353, 6 of 17 coming into today's action. Change up there by Strama, short of the plate. Count to 1-1 now on Pollock. Wolves get a 1-0 lead. Caldwell, the previous batter, homered to left. Low pitch again by Strama. Take the count to 2-1. This one outside. This one, once again, Pollock out front of that pitch, fouls it down the first base line. Count even at 2-2 now. Pollock waits. Strama set to deliver. Curveball on the outside. Didn't catch the corner, though. Run the count to full. Chopped down to first to second baseman Emma Thomas. Easily play for Thomas to scoop and toss over to Howington to get Pollock and retire the side for the Wolves. But the Wolves in the first half of this first inning get one hit, which was a home run by Caldwell. They lead at 1-0 over the Scotties, who are coming to the plate after this break. Back live at Oakhurst Park. Scotties trailing at 1-0 to the Wolves of Wesleyan. Scotties getting set to send Mercedes Barker to the plate. Kaylee Thomas and Kaylee Fitzgerald will be the first three for Coach Kerry Busby and the Scotties. Barker, the first-year player from Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, coming into the ball game. .237 batting average, 9 of 38 from the plate. Total bases 11 for her, 6 RBI, and she scored 8 runs for the Scotties. First 14 ball games for Agnes Scott. Wesleyan got a home run from Bailey Caldwell, designated player for them in their first half of this first inning. So at the bottom, Scotties trying to answer. Barker settles in. Here's the pitch from Dick. That one's thrown high for ball one. Dick 3-2 on the season. 6th appearance for the Wolves. Fires the ball on the inside corner for strike one. So 1-1 count now on Barker for Agnes Scott. 1-1 pitch from Dick, swung on and missed by Barker. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dick winds and delivers. That one's fouled off by Barker. Good job of staying alive on a high pitch on the inside with a lot of pace on it by Dick. Barely got a piece of that one to stay alive in the count. Dick with 41 strikeouts on the season for Wesleyan. She's from Tampa, Florida. This one's fouled on. And Barker stays alive for the Scotties. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Barker's been on base on balls 3 times for the Scotties. Out front on that pitch, it's a slow dribbler toward the shortstop. They fire across the diamond, and they got her. Good play there by Sabrina Bowen, covering on that ball for the Wolves at shortstop. So Barker retired on a 6-3 there. That'll bring up Kylie Thomas. Thomas, third baseman, .310 batting average for the first-year player from Clarksville, Georgia. 6 RBI, 4 runs scored as she looks at ball 1. Can't catch up with the fastball there by Dick. And the count goes 1-1 on Thomas. Thomas with only one strikeout on this season for the Scotties. Looks at a changeup that does not make it to the plate. That'll make it count 2-1 now. Thomas squares in the box. Fouled off to the back screen. Thomas slugging percentage at .310. On base percentage at .370. Stolen 3 bases for the Scotties. So she's a threat once she gets on. Dick with the pitch. This one lifted out the right field, got some carry to it, back toward the screen, and the catch is made by Ruckert out in left field. So Thomas flies out to left, and that'll bring Kaylee Fitzgerald, the catcher, to the plate for the Scotties. Fitzgerald, the senior from Dalton, Georgia, leads the team in hits with 14, batting .378. Also tied for first in stolen bases for the Scotties. Pitch from Dick. High, that's ball 1. So Fitzgerald, good job behind the plate for the Scotties. Fielding percentage at .980. Lifts one to right field coming on. It's going to actually stay in infield and be caught there by Jasmine Staley, the second baseman. The wind is blowing back toward the infield. That one was headed out to right field, but the wind caught it, pushed it back to Staley, and she makes the grab. So the Scotties in the bottom half of the first come up empty. They trail it to the Wolves 1-0 as we head into the top of the second. Back with the Wolves at the plate after this timeout. To the top of the second we go now with the Wolves of Wesleyan leading the Scotties 1-0. Wolves coming back to the plate. They will send up Jendea Wright, Hannah Zapanik, and Janae Ruckert. The 3 coming to the plate for Coach Brady Tigard and the Wolves of Wesleyan College. Jendea Wright, the senior, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, transferred into Wesleyan from North Carolina A&T. Batting .352 from the plate, 12 of 34 coming into today's ball game. Leads the Wolves in runs per ball game, or tied with Neesmith with 15 in that category. Strama's first pitch, curveball, creased her on the elbow. So Wright will get the pass. And she's hit by that pitch from Strama. Strama trying to go inside with a curveball. Got too tight. Nicked the elbow of Wright, who goes down to first. Wright, her second hit by pitch during the course of the season. As W.A.N.E steps in now. W.A.N.E, the junior from Croatia, plays third base. Took that first pitch inside for a ball. That one inside and high as well. W.A.N.E, a big target for the Wolves. It'll be 6 feet plus for them in the box. Strama's trying to find the range. That one she found on the outside corner for strike one. Right down at first base after being hit by a pitch. 2-1 count now to W.A.N.E. Strama fires. Curveball, good looking pitch there for strike two. So Strama trying to bring that eye level down for W.A.N.E. Pitching it down near the knee area. 2-2 pitch. It's chopped on and foul. W.A.N.E stays alive. Good catch by a fan just behind the screen here at Oakhurst Park. Count stays at 2-2. Pitch thrown high. Fitzgerald can't handle the pitch. And down to second goes Wright. She got down there on a pass ball. Fitzgerald had that one in the mid, just lost control of it. So full count now to W.A.N.E with Wright down at second base. Swats one, that's going to be down for a base hit in left field. Wright will camp out at third base as Barker brings it in, and W.A.N.E takes the opportunity to trot down to second. So now runners at third and second for the Wolves. So on the throws, W.A.N.E going down to second. And right over the third. In the box now is Janae Ruckert, the freshman for the Wolves. Ruckert at .345 batting. Takes a strike on the inside corner.
Let's go, Sid.
Top of the second for the Wolves. No outs. Right at third, W.A.N.E down at second. Strike two called. So W.A.N.E, or correction, Strama ahead in the count, down 2-1 on Ruckert. That was trying to change that eye level a bit, went too high on that pitch. So the count now at 2-2. Scotties drawn in at the corners on the infield. Strama's pitch. Just missed the outside corner to take it to a full count. Strama can really help herself out here with a strikeout. 3-2 pitch, chopped on, foul ball. Just wide of the bag at third base. Ruckert, our strikeout victim 8 times coming into the ball game, and chops this on a fly ball. Got to go back there and get it, and reaching over his shoulder for the catch. Nicely done is Colleen Thorson for the Scotties at shortstop. So they retire Ruckert on the pop-up to Thorson at shortstop. The runners hold there. One down, top of the second. catcher Presley Edwards in the box now for the Wolves. Strama fires a strike to Edwards on that first pitch of the sequence. Change up inside corner. Strama found the corner with that pitch to take it to an early 0-2 count. So Strama trying to pitch her way out of some danger here with 2 runners on. Wolves already leading 1-0. 0-2 pitch. Laid off of that one somehow, Edwards did. Got the benefit of no call, so the count goes to 1-2. That one's popped up. Coming back our way. And the count stays at 1-2. Edwards 308 batting for the Wolves. And he's set to look at a 1-2 pitch here from Strama. Change up, looped out into left field, coming on, making a shoestring catch there, I believe. No, they'd say that the ball hit the surface. So they're going to rule that a base hit. Down Mercedes Barker at left field. Looks like she got that softball in the web before it hit the ground. But the call from the official behind the plate, Jeffrey George, is that it hit the ground. So instead of a fly out and a double off, it's going to be a run scored on a base hit by Edwards. So that'll score right from third. Puts Zupanek to third. And in the box now, it'll be Jasmine Staley. Staley, 6 hits on 30 plate appearances, 200 batting average. Brady Tigert, the head coach for the Wolves, now conferring with the plate umpire Jeffrey George. So maybe trying to get a pinch runner in here. So that's what he's trying to do. So Edwards down at first. Caitlin Bennett, the sophomore, at first base, placing Edwards in the lineup. So it's Bennett at first, Zupanek at third. Only 1 down for the Wolves. In the top of the second, they lead it 2-0. Chopper out in front of the plate, rolls away from Strama, and that's going to be a weak base hit for Staley. Strama trying to get over there, but the softball had a roll headed toward the first base line and just kept trickling away from Strama. So score that a base hit for Staley, and Zupanek will score on that. Staley will get the RBI. So down to second goes Bennett, and on first is Staley. And we go back to the top of the order. Low pitch, but dug out of there well by Fitzgerald behind the plate. A bunt attempt there, got it down at the front of the plate. Don't think they're going to have a play anywhere there. Good bunt there by Neesmith. Kind of dragged it right in front of the mound, third base side. Charging was Thomas, but no way to get there in enough time. So the sacks are full now for Wolves. Batting now, Sabrina Bowen, the shortstop for the Wolves. She struck out her last time up against Drama. There's a pitch way out in front of that. Good pitch there by Sydney.
Good job, Sid.
She jumps ahead 0-2 in the count on Bowen. Oh, caught her in the back there. Is trying to go inside. Strama went in too far. And another hit batsman. This time it will bring Pollock. To the plate and score for the Wolves. So the Wolves pick up another run after Bowen is hit by a pitch. And looks like that's going to be it for Strama after the second hit batsman in this first 2 innings of play. Coming on the pitch now for the Scotties. Megan Coggins. Coggins, a first-year player from Social Circle, Georgia. She will be making her 6th appearance for the Scotties. With an ERA right over 16, but only 8 innings pitched at this point in the season. So Scott Coggins trying to come on here at the top of the second and minimize as much as she can. As right now the Wolves lead it 4-0. 1 out. And they got runners on every base as Coggins gets set to go to work. It'll be Caldwell coming back to the plate. She started the run production for the Wolves in the first inning when she went deep for a home run in left field. Her 3rd of the season. Takes a look at a ball on the inside. Gets past Fitzgerald, but she's able to run that one down. So bases loaded. This is the perfect situation that the Wolves want to be in with Caldwell, their leading hitter on the team, facing Coggins, who just came into the ball game, and a chance to add to a Wolves lead. Here's a pitch swung on by Caldwell. Good cut, good pitch by Coggins to get it by her. Count goes to 1-1. Important bat here. Coggins threw the curveball there, and it floated off the plate. Count goes 2 balls, 1 strike now on Caldwell, the designated player for the Wolves. That one thrown high to get to 3-1. Certainly know that the Scotties know Caldwell's potential, so they're trying to be selective about the pitches they provide up there. Don't want to give her anything in her strike zone. This one swung on and missed by Caldwell. She's trying to notch her 2nd home run of this ball game with that cut, but she comes up empty. Full count. 1 down, bases loaded. Top of the 2nd. 4-0 lead for the Wolves. First-year player Megan Coggins trying to stop the bleeding. There's the pitch looped out to right field, coming on, and the ball is bobbled out in right field. Presley Hicks could not pull it in, and that'll net 2 to the plate for the Wolves on the error by Hicks out in right field. So the E9 will score 2 more for Wesleyan. Rooker able to come across. Presley able to come across. And down at 3rd is Staley. The correction, down at 3rd is Neesmith for the Wolves. So just a little punch out right field. really a routine play for Hicks. But the wind's kicking a bit here in Oakhurst Park. That may have thrown her off just a bit in terms of fielding that softball. That brings Pollock back to the plate. She takes a look at ball one. First time around, Pollock grounded out to Emma Thomas at second base. Loops one to shortstop this time across the diamond. They'll give up the run. Good play there by Thornton to pick that one up. They come back across the diamond and sliding under the throw. Will be safe at third. That's Caldwell sliding into third after the fielder's choice by Pollock. So back in the box now for the Wolves is Jendea Wright. So Wesleyan scores another run. W.A.N.E crossing. Now Caldwell at third. This one swatted and passed. Thorson at shortstop. Clean base hit that time by Wright to left field. And that will score Caldwell from third. So Wright picks up the RBI. Caldwell scores. That's Wright's 9th RBI of the season. And Tahana Zupanik now in the batter's box for Wesleyan. She swats at one, drives it deep left, but that's a foul ball. Had the range, couldn't keep it fair. So 2 down, top of the second. And the Wolves have opened up an 8-0 lead over the Scotties. Zupanik went right at first. Coggins with the pitch. This one ripped foul left side just in front of the Scotties dugout. So Coggins ahead in the count now. No balls, 2 strikes on Zupanik. Zupanik singled her first time at the plate. Coggins with the pitch. Wright threatening a lead towards second base, has to dive back in there. Fitzgerald throwing behind her. One-two pitch. That one's low. Fitzgerald down to second. They sent Wright, and she is going to be out. Good throw from Fitzgerald behind the plate. Thornton covering at second for the Scotties. And they get the Jendea Wright trying to slide in for the steal. They get her on the caught steal to end the top of the second inning. But it comes at a price for the Scotties as the Wolves lead it now 8-0 after 1.5 innings of play. Scotties with some work to do offensively when they get set to come to the plate, trailing at 8-0. Headed to the bottom of the second. Janie Howington, her first plate appearance in this ball game, takes a look at ball one. Howington, 391 batting average, steadily climbing for her, 9 of 23 from the plate. Leads the team with 13 RBI. Also leads in total bases with 22, and 4 of those are home runs. That's ball 2 to Howington. Dick with that pitch. That one called a strike. Late call there by Jeffrey George behind the plate. Take the count to 1-2, or 2 balls, 1 strike on Howington. Here's the pitch, fouled off by Howington. And now to take it even at 2-2 on the count. Howington's slugging percentage at .957. Here's Dick with the pitch, inside and tight. So the count is full now on Howington. Howington, the senior from Lawrenceville, Georgia. Three-two pitch. Clipped on by Howington, back to the screen to stay alive. Three-two pitch coming from Dick. Howington chops that one foul as well. Another good catch by a fan just behind the screen here at Oakhurst Park. Fans 2 for 2 on catches out here. Three-two pitch by Dick. This one swatted on and foul. Howington couldn't keep it straight. Great contact there. So we do it again. Three-two again. This time Howington comes up empty. Good pitch on the inside by Dick to send down Howington for the first out, the bottom of the second for the Scotties. Gigi Elizondo now the designated player coming to the plate. Gigi kind of just getting in full-throated action for the Scotties. Set out several games at the start of the season for Agnes Scott, but back in the lineup as a designated player. Gigi takes a look at strike one from Dick. Elizondo, only her 11th plate appearance on the season. The junior from Deer Park, Texas. Behind 0-1, now at 1-1 as Dick fires high. Swung on and missed by Elizondo. Nice pace on that pitch from Dick. Up near chest high, tough to get around on. So Elizondo falls behind in the count now 1-2. 1-2 pitch from Dick. Swung out another one up top and Elizondo strikes out. So back-to-back Ks by Dick for the Wolves. Brings up second baseman Emma Thomas now. Thomas, the senior from Navarra, Florida, 276 batting average. But an excellent fielder for the Scotties at 938 percentage from the field for Emma at second base. So good fielding percentage for her at second. 7 RBI for the Scotties on the season. Foul tipped on the pitch from Dick. Make the count 1-1. So 11 total bases on the season. She scored 4 times for the Scotties. Chops on one and knocks it foul. Out of play right side. So Thomas now down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kimberly Dick, the senior for the Wolves, trying to strike out the side as Thomas took one on the inside for a ball. Count at 2-2. Two offering from Dick and taken inside by Thomas. So the count goes to full. Emma trying to work her for a walk. She's only been on base on balls once this season. 3-2 pitch. Chopped on and fouled to the back screen by Thomas to stay alive. Full count. The senior Thomas squares in the box. Dick, the senior, fires the pitch, and Thomas late on the pitch as Dick strikes out the side here in the bottom of the second. As the Scotties come up empty, and we head to the third with the Wolves of Wesleyan College leading at 8-0 over the Scotties. Back with their 3 top players after this break. We head to the top of the third. Wolves with an 8-0 lead. It'll be Tihana Zupanik back in the box for Wesleyan College. She was there when Wright tried to steal second base and was picked off by Fitzgerald with a good throw down to second. So the Zupanik now with a fresh count, setting back into the box for Wesleyan. Coggins, a freshman. First offering. Chopped on to the third baseman. Good play and the throw across the diamond. Nicely done by Kylie Thomas at third to get Zupanik. So 1 pitch, 1 out. For Coggins. Scotties could certainly use a 3-up, 3-down inning out of the Wolves. Wolves have scored every inning, 1 in the first and 7 in the second. Another chopper. This one's going to go foul, though. Thomas runs that one down in foul territory. Janae Ruckert, the left fielder, behind in the count. Chops this one, picked up again by Thomas. Across the diamond, same result. Good strong throw over there to Howington at first base. So Kylie Thomas has retired the first 2 of the Wolves in their top of the third. That'll bring up the sophomore Presley Edwards. Edwards, last time up, she singled and eventually scored. As another one comes over to Thomas at third. Piece of cake as she fires across the diamond to end the inning. So 3 balls sharply hit to Kylie Thomas at third. Took care of them with no problem. And the Wolves go 3 up, 3 down in the top of the third. Scotties getting set to see if they can't cut into that 8-0 deficit. Go to bottom of the third. Scotty's got to get something going here quickly against the Wolves of Wesleyan College. Wesleyan with an 8-0 lead, and Scotties have yet to get through the batting order. They've all been retired in succession by Kimberly Dick. It'll be the shortstop Colleen Thorson coming in to bat for the Scotties at the bottom of the third. Dick struck out the side last inning against the Scotties. Thorson takes a look at ball 1. Trying to see if they can't get something going. Thorson trying to catch up with that fastball, not able to do so. So the count goes 1-1 with her. Right now, Dick has given up 1 hit. He's not giving up any hits at this point. He's only faced a minimum of 6 batters so far. As Thorson swings at another fastball and comes up empty, so she falls behind in the count 1-2. Fouled on as Thorson stays alive. Thorson, the first-year player from Swanee, Georgia, batting .273. Leads the team in doubles with 4. Change up there, got that one and lofted it out. Good play at shortstop, diving for it and lunging with the throw, but not in time. So a sharply hit ball by Thorson at the shortstop. It's going to give the Scotties their first base hit of the ball game. So maybe the start of some run production here for Agnes Scott as the junior Cat Fernandez steps into the box. Fernandez batting .250, 8 of 32 at the plate. And now the Scotties have a runner, their first runner of the ball game. It's Colleen Thorson. Low pitch going to second on the throw behind Thorson, and she stole second base. Thorson set to go ahead and leave as soon as that pitch was made. Knew she was stealing there. So she steals second. And Coach Carrie Busby quickly trying to get a runner in scoring position. And that was ball 1 on Fernandez. So Fernandez now with a runner in scoring position. She's got 4 RBI on the season. 1 home run and 1 triple for Fernandez. Swung on and missed. Fernandez trying to catch up with that heater from Dick, but not able to do so. Count now to 1-1. Bottom of the third, no outs for the Scotties. Thorson down at second, bunt attempt there. At the plate, it's going to be a fair ball. Fernandez is going to get on, and that'll send Thorson over to third as Fernandez slides into second as they were contemplating trying to throw back behind Thorson. So Fernandez with the bunt that just fell right in front of the plate, lunging for it was the catcher Presley Edwards. I believe that ball was actually going to go foul, but she touched it in the field of play. And Fernandez able to get on at first and then take second as Thorson pushed over to third. So label that one a base hit. So back-to-back base hits for the Scotties. And over at third is Colleen Thorson. And down to second is Kate Fernandez. So the Scotties trying to threaten here in the bottom of the third. Trailing at 8-0. Coming to the plate for the Scotties is the right fielder, Presley Hicks. Hicks, .233 batting average, first-year player from Alto, Georgia. No outs. Chance for her to pick up a couple of RBI. She squares the bunt and knocks it back foul to the back screen. Hicks, good chance for her to try to make up for that error that she had in the second inning of this ball game. Takes a strike. So Dick quickly ahead of Hicks. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed by Hicks. So Hicks fans for the Scotties. First out of the bottom of the third. In the box now, back to the top of the order with Mercedes Barker. Barker grounded out to the shortstop. Sabrina Swan-Bowen, her first trip at the plate. Dick with the ball thrown high. Pitch in the same area for Dick. So Mercedes quickly ahead in the count now. 2 balls, no strikes. Scotty's trying to push one across here. Got 2 on. Fernandez down at second. Thorson at third. There's the pitch. That one's in for a strike. Barker taking all the way there on that pitch. Count to 1-2. Popped up on the infield. Right at first. She will squeeze it there. And they throw it back to second. And Fernandez is doubled off at second base because she thought it was 2 outs. And they get the double on Fernandez. That was costly for the Scotties there. Had runners in scoring position. And Fernandez just lost sight of the situation and got doubled off at second. Thought it was already 2 outs. So at the bottom of the third, Scotties threatened with 2 runners left on base at third and second, and they come away empty. 8-0 lead for the Wolves. We go to the top of the fourth after the break. Back live at Oakhurst Park, Decatur, Georgia. Scotties softball on the Scotties Softball Network. Glad you could join us for our coverage. Right now, the news not good for Agnes Scott. They trail at 8-0 to the Wolves of Wesleyan College. Wolves got one in the first with a home run by Caldwell and got 7 in the second. Coggins on the mound for the Scotties. That one pitch coming off of her right leg and bouncing up there, as the freshman Jasmine Staley is in the box for the Wolves. Staley singled her first time for Wesleyan. Swats one third base over to Thomas. Routine play for her across the diamond for the out. Last 4 outs have been right over to Kylie Thomas at third base. So they go back to the top of their order now, the Wolves do. Going to be Marilyn Naismith coming into the box. She singled in the second. A 6-4 ground out in the first. Coggins squares and fires. This one swatted past Emma Thomas, who was playing tight at second base. And that'll be a clean base hit for Naismith. So she's aboard. And that will bring up the shortstop, Sabrina Bowen, for the Wolves. Bowen hit by a pitch last time at the plate in the second inning. Struck out in the first. Lee Smith at first. One down. Coggins. Pitch at the corner, called a strike. Nice change of pace on that pitch by Coggins. Quickly jumps ahead of Bowen. The ball's 1 strike. Another one. This one chopped on and foul down the third base line. So far, that seems about the only way the Wolves can get it past Kylie Thomas at third is to hit it foul. She's gobbled up everything that's been on the field of play. Quick 0-2 count against Bowen. Coggins ahead in the count. Neesmith at first. Pitch thrown outside. Fitzgerald throwing behind the runner. But Neesmith back. So the count now at 1-2. There's the pitch. Foul ball again down the third base line. Big gap right up the middle there between Thorson at short and Thomas at second. Change up, swung on and missed. Beautiful pitch there by Megan Coggins. Coggins got the Bowen way out in front of that pitch. And that'll be a strikeout there. It's her first since coming on for Sydney Strama. So 2 down quickly here at the top of the fourth for the Wolves. Batting now is Bailey Caldwell. Caldwell takes a strike and a throw down to second, and she's out at second. So Fitzgerald has her second pickoff of this ball game from behind the plate. Good throw by Fitzgerald down to second. And they get Naismith on the pickoff. She's caught stealing, and that brings the top of the fourth to a close for the Wolves of Wesleyan College. They still lead at 8-0. Scotties coming to the plate. They'll send Thorson, Fernandez, a correction, it'll be Hicks, and then back to Thomas and Fitzgerald, the 3 for the Scotties, in the bottom of the fourth when we come back. Bottom of the fourth, Scotties trailing 8-0. They will send up Kylie Thomas, Kaylee Fitzgerald, and Janie Howington, the three to the plate for the Scotties. Start the bottom of the fourth. Only one hit so far for the Scotties in this ball game, as Thomas takes the first pitch high for a ball. Way late on that pitch from Dick. Thomas trying to catch up. Take the count 1-1. And Dick, the senior, still throwing hard for the Wolves. Inside pitch, caught the corner, swinging at it was Thomas. So she's down quickly in the count, now 1-2. Dick with the pitch, popped up. That will be stay in play. I don't know if anybody else they'll get there as we panic at third, able to range and get that fly ball on the infield for the out. So Thomas retired on the pop-up. And the catcher, Kaylee Fitzgerald, now to the plate. She popped up to second baseman Jasmine Staley her last time up. And Fitzgerald leads the team in hits with 14. Takes a look at a ball low on the first pitch from Dick. Scotties had a couple of runners in scoring position in the bottom of the third, but not able to push them across. And the inning ended with a pop-up, and Fernandez, that is, being doubled off at second base. Two balls, no strikes on Fitzgerald. Dick delivers. That's a strike called. So now Fitzgerald will go to work. 2 balls, 1 strike. That one swatted on and through left side. Past the shortstop Bowen and into left field. So Fitzgerald with a good piece of hitting there for the Scotties to get on. Just ripped one out in the left. On the ground and hard. So that'll bring up Janie Howington now. With Fitzgerald down at first and 1 down. Howington takes the first pitch for a strike to throw down the second, and they did get Fitzgerald down there. Fitzgerald trying to get into scoring position, and a good throw from her knees. Presley Edwards able to throw a strike down to second base, and they get Fitzgerald on the steal. So she's erased on the bases. And there's 2 down now in the bottom of the fourth. Howington's trying to catch up with the fastball. Not able to do so. Took that first pitch for a strike, so she's down in the count now. No balls, 2 strikes. Change up, and that one's a bit low. Dick trying to change the pace and the eye level for Howington. That one down near the knees, but not able to find. One-two pitch. Outside and off the plate, 2-2 count now. Howington struck out in the first. And then Dick would go on to strike out Elizondo and Thomas to strike out all 3 in that inning. This one fouled on, Howington staying alive. Two balls, two strikes, two outs. Bottom of the fourth. Swung on and missed by Howington. She comes up empty on that one. Her second K of the ball game. And that one comes to retire the Scotties in the bottom of the fourth. So a two-hit performance by Kimberly Dick for the Wolves so far is holding up. 8-0 lead. The Wolves lead it. We go into the top of the fifth after the timeout. We go to the top of the fifth now. Wolves back at the plate. They lead at 8-0. Bailey Caldwell, shortstop, into the box to bat for Wesleyan. Caldwell's started the scoring in this ball game with a solo home run in the first inning. Swats at one and rips it foul, left side. Leads the team in batting average at .467, also in slugging percentage at .733. Here's the pitch. That one low. Make the count to 1-1. Doubleheader action here for you on this Sunday. More to come between the Scotties and the Wolves. That one swatted and past Thomas, but into the glove of Thorson. She'll throw it across the diamond and got her. The ball deflected off of Thomas at third. Thorson behind her caught it and just threw a bullet over there to Howington for the out. Bang, bang play by the Scotties on the left side of the defense. Good work there to get the out of Caldwell at first. It's probably going to go down as a 5-6-3 out there. So one down, Chopper back to the mound. Over to first, one pitch there, two down. That was called. Pollock in the box there on our first pitch, hit it right back to the mound. So two down quickly here in the top of the fifth. Wright in the box. Just takes a look at ball one. Wright singled her last time at the plate. Chops on one right over in front of our producer. Thank goodness we got a screen over here. 1-1 to count. Dwayne Walker, not known for his fast hands. Pitch just a bit low there by Coggins on the inside. This one swatted. Foul ball, left side, just out of play. Wright, the junior, led the team in runs coming into today's ball game for Wesleyan at 15. Two-two pitch, change up out of the strike zone, and the count's run full on Jendea Wright. 2 out, top of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Swatted on right into the glove of Thorson for the out. A bullet hit by Wright, but she hit it right into the arms of Colleen Thorson at shortstop. So that ends the top of the 5th for the Wolves. Scotties now on the bottom of the 5th. They got to push at least one run across to keep this ball game going. They trail at 8-0. Take a break and back with the bottom of the 5th after this. Back live at Oakhurst Park, Decatur, Georgia. It's do or die here for the Scotties in the bottom of the 5th. They got to push run at least one run across the plate to keep this ball game going. With that 5-inning, 8-run rule, they are up against it right here. But no better person to be in the box if you're down and you need some runs than Gigi Elizondo to get things started in the bottom of the 5th. Elizondo just kind of getting into playing routine for the Scotties as she takes a look at strike one in this bottom of the 5th. So Scotties trying to keep this ball game alive. Dick fires another strike. Right now working on a 2-hit shutout of the Scotties. But Elizondo quickly behind in the count 0-2. Dick fires, and just out of the strike zone. 1-2 now to Gigi. Assistant Coach Marty Hutchinson down the first base line for a quick word with Elizondo as she gets set to come back into the box. Elizondo struck out last time against Dick. She'll step in behind in this count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Dick. Called strike 3. Gigi knew it as well. So she found a corner with his fastball that Elizondo not able to pull the trigger on. So 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th. And that'll be Emma Thomas stepping in now for the Scotties. Thomas fanned her last time. Dick with the pitch, waving at it as Thomas missed on it. Giddy up so strong on the pitches by Dick that the Scotty batters having trouble catching up with it. This one just out of the strike zone. Thomas took it, so the count goes to 1-1. One down, bottom of the 5th. 1-1 pitch on the way. Fanned at weakly there by Thomas to stay alive on it. 1-2 now. Dick ahead in the count, 1-2. That one's off the plate. Count goes 2-2 to the senior, Emma Thomas. Two-two pitch from Dick. That one's low on the inside. Good eye there by Emma to take the count to full. 3-2 pitch on the way from Dick. Swatted and into field of play. Got it past the third baseman, W.A.N.E. On the way down to second is Thomas. So Thomas will be in down at second. Stand-up double for the Scotties. So Thomas ripped one down the third base line. W.A.N.E. playing a little bit off the bag, not able to get back in time, and that one down in the corner for a double. So Thomas trying to keep the line moving here. Scotty's got to punch one across. At the plate now, it's Thorson, the shortstop. First pitch, and Thorson late on the fastball from Dick. So Thomas down to second. And the Scotties with just one out. Got to push her across to keep this ball game alive. Oh, 1 pitch. That one's high and tight on Thorson. She took it 1-1 to count. Dick with the pitch. That one's called a strike, knee level. Found the strike zone just around the knees. And Thorson falls behind in the count 1-2. Thomas down at second. They got to push her across. That one's high. 2-2 count. On the first-year player from Swanee, Georgia, Colleen Thorson. Two-two pitch. Foul tip, back of the screen. So Thorson stays alive. Dick with a 2-2 pitch here. Looped out into center field, right to the center fielder, though. Inner tracks was Marilyn McNeesmith to make the grab. Thorson got some lift on it, but playing deep was Neesmith in center, and she able to maybe take a step back and corral that softball. So 2 down now on the bottom of the 5th. Kate Fernandez. So Cat Fernandez now takes a look at ball 1. Fernandez got picked off in the 4th inning with a scoring opportunity for the Scotties there. And she was doubled off. Thought it was 2 outs and started heading toward third base, and it was doubled off. 2 quick balls there on Cat Fernandez. She's ahead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. Colleen Thorson down there at second, waiting, hoping somebody will pick her up. Drive her across to keep the ball game alive. Swung on and missed by Fernandez. So Cat now 1-2 on her count, 2 down. Thorson got on after a double in the left corner. Pitch there, missed by Fernandez as well. So 2-2 to count now to Fernandez. Down to their final strike, the Scotties are in this ball game. Here's the pitch. Popped up and out of play by Fernandez to stay alive. Two and two on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 out in the bottom of the 5th. Thorson down at second base. The pitch. That's high. Take the count to full now. So Cat Fernandez has worked this count to full on Dick. Full count. Here's a pitch. Popped up, and that'll get out of play. Fernandez got just enough of it to run it past the screen down the first base side. Three and two now. Deck with the pitch. Popped up and driven deep to left field, and Fernandez has gone deep. She knocked it out of the park down the left field line to keep this ball game alive for the Scotties. So she drives in two with the homer left field. Scotties not going quietly into the night. They pick up two after the home run by Cat Fernandez. So Thorson got on with the double, and then Fernandez able to drive her in with the two-run shot to left. Fernandez, that's her second homer of the year. RBI number 6 for her. And she picks up teammate Colleen Thorson at second base. 8-2 the score now. Hicks in the box for the Scotties. Swats at the first pitch and misses. 0-1 count on Hicks. Hicks, a strikeout victim her last time in the order. That one thrown a bit high there by Dick. So just when the Scotties needed a punch, they got it from Cat Fernandez, who drove it deep left field. Strike call there. Jeffrey George, the plate umpire, had to look at that one for a second. Ruled in favor of Kimberly Dick with the strike call. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Strike as Hicks fans at it and comes up empty. So she strikes out the end the side, but the good news for the Scotties is they got 2 on the 2-run shot by Fernandez to keep this softball game alive. They trail it 8-2, and we get set to go to the top of the 6th after the timeout. And we play on here at Oakhurst Park. 8-2 the score now. We go to the top of the 6th. Scotty's got the badly needed 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th to keep this ball game going. Zupanik at the plate for Wesleyan as Coggins goes back to work for the Scotties. First pitch to Zupanik was a ball. This one looped out the left field, but that one's going to go foul, just out of play. One count now to Tihana Zupanik. Fresh ball out for Coggins. And here's the 1-1 pitch. Change up, she threw it short of the plate. So ball, 2 balls, 1 strike now. Tried to come up the ladder a bit on that pitch and missed it on the inside. W.A.N.E runs the count to 3-1. And that's ball 4. So W.A.N.E draws the walk. That's her 4th walk of the season. And that'll bring on Janae Ruckert. Ruckert, the freshman, scored in that first inning. She got on a walk. W.A.N.E at first. Coggins with the pitch. That was thrown for a strike. Ruckert's slow to climb back into the box. Now she does. Coggins with the pitch, trying to bunt her way on and bunted it foul. So they reset now. W.A.N.E back to first. 0-2 count on Ruckert. One across in the first for the Wolves, 7 in the second. And the Scotties got their 2 in the bottom of the 5th. Fouled back at the plate by Ruckert. Coggins with the pitch. That one almost took the laces off going down to second. And Thorson can't come up with the softball. Trying to lunge for W.A.N.E who was down on the steal. Thorson trying to make that play all in one motion to catch a softball that was thrown. Had to bounce it there to her. Tried to catch it and then make a tag on W.A.N.E. Not able to keep that softball though. Good effort. But down to second goes W.A.N.E. Pop out in the right field. That was going to be out of the field of play and on the top of the Wesleyan dugout. Thomas gave chase, so did Hicks. Not enough room down beyond first base. So the count remains 1-2. W.A.N.E down at second. Here's the pitch from Coggins. Change up, and she fooled Ruckert. Pulled the string on it, and Ruckert way out front that pitch. Nice job there by Megan Coggins on the pitch selection. So 1 down here, bottom of the 6th for the Wolves. Brooke Fleming, the freshman, coming to the plate. And it looks like Edwards is going to come out of the ball game, and it'll be Fleming to take her spot in the lineup. Fleming listed as a utility player. Only 1 trip to the plate for her on this season. She's come up now with 1 out. And she takes first pitch for ball 1 from Coggins. That's a call, strike 1. Coggins able to find the zone. that one in the dirt, gets past Fitzgerald, and that'll send Zupanek over to third. That'll be a wild pitch there. And over to third is Zupanek. 2 balls, 1 strike. Good pitch there. We called the ball, though. Jeffrey George waving that one off, saying it's ball 3. Looked real good from this vantage point. 3 balls, 1 strike to Fleming. This one chopped onto the shortstop. Thorson, 1 play to first. She'll get Fleming on that play, but that'll plate Zupanek for the Wolves. So the fielder's choice gives the Wolves a 9-2 lead. It'll be the second out of the top of the 6th inning. Staley on the first pitch over to Thomas. Across the diamond, another strike to Howington to end the inning. The Wolves pick up another one, though. After Zupanek was able to come across, got hit by, started it with a single and then got a base on balls and then stole second, got a wild pitch, and then a fielder's choice. So they lead it now 9-2 over the Scotties. Go to the bottom of the 6th. Scotties coming up at the top of the order with Barker, Thomas, and Fitzgerald. 9-2 lead. Take a break here. Back at Oakhurst Park at Decatur, bottom of the 6th. Scotties trail at 9-2, and coming to the plate for Agnes Scott, first-year player Mercedes Barker. Barker hitless in this ball game as she takes a look at strike 1 from Kimberly Dick, who's gone all the way for the Wolves in this first of 2 ball games. Count to 1-1 on Mercedes. This one swatted at third, fielded by Zupanek. Fires across the diamond to right for an easy out there for the Wolves to start the bottom of the 6th for the Scotties. So Barker retired for the 3rd time in this ball game, and Kylie Thomas coming to the plate. Thomas, a first-year player from Clarksville, Georgia. .310 batting average coming into today's play. Takes the first pitch for a ball. This one popped up and out of play. Back to the right side. Wind has died a little bit here in Decatur, Georgia. Still blowing, though, but not as hard as it was just prior to the start of the ball game. Count at 1-1 on Thomas. Dick fires and foul to the back of the screen. Going 1-2 now on Kylie Thomas. Popped up right just beyond the bag at first base. Makes the grab for the Wolves. So Thomas pops up to right at first base. So Kaylee Fitzgerald now getting set to step in the box for the Scotties. Fitzgerald aboard, one of two on the day for the Scotties. He's got caught stealing, trying to take second base to get wiped off the pads. Pitch inside. Kaylee has to do a little tiptoeing there to get out of the way of that pitch down low. There's a pitch by Dick. Taken for a strike on the inside corner. Count to 1-1 now on the senior. Two out, bottom of the sixth. Agnes Scott trailing 9-2. Dick steps off, getting the pitch signals from the bench. Wasn't real sure about. They wanted to make sure they were on the same page with what was called. Here it is. Fouled on by Thomas, or Fitzgerald, and out of play. Haley just off of that fastball. One ball, two strikes. And just off the plate there, count goes 2-2. Two down for the Scotties, trying to close this distance on the Wolves. That one popped up in the gap. Got to chase that one right field on a long run there, but running it down. Now he dropped, not able to catch the softball. It was over the head of the right fielder. She had to run almost near the center field to try to catch that ball. Got there, but just not able to pull it in. It's like she just mistimed it, and it fell just behind her. There's Brooke Fleming out there in right field. Pollock is now behind the plate. She was in right field, but Fleming just inserted, and that's a turnover error by her in right. Howington swats at the first pitch and takes it, swings at it, and comes up empty. We'll check with our official scorer on that. I don't know if we gave that a hit or an error on that last one. Okay. Yeah, Robert Vogel saying it was an error. As Howington swats at another and falls behind quickly in the count, 0-2. So Fitzgerald got on an E9 and gets down to second base. Howington trying to move her along. Hasn't had much success against Dick throughout the day. She's fanned twice. As she takes a look at a pitch there, borderline but called ball. One-two count. Inside. Everybody kind of holding their breath on that one. Count to 2-2 now on Howington. 2-2 pitch. Chopped on, and Howington stays alive. Kimberly Dick, the senior, gone all the way for the Wolves in this ball game. This one lifted out to left field. Howington got out in front of it, got the distance, just got to keep it straight and in play. Two balls, two strikes, two outs. Bottom of the sixth for the Scotties. They trail 9-2. Cody Fitzgerald down at second. Howington laid off of a pitch just off the plate outside. Take it to full. Pitch by Dick. Past the third baseman, but into the hole. They throw it down, and they're going to call her out. She was. Howington tried to leg it out, but a good play by W.A.N.E at shortstop to follow up just behind Zupanik, who couldn't pick it up on the ground, but in the hole, got it, and threw it across the diamond for the out. So Howington's retired, and so are the Scotties in the bottom of the sixth. Got one runner down, left one runner in scoring position on that error out in right field. So 9-2. So we'll go to the top of the seventh now. 9-2 lead for the Wolves, and they'll come to the plate. We are back live. We go to the top of the seventh now. Wesleyan with a 9-2 lead over the Scotties of Agnes Scott College. Another ball game to follow this on the Scotties Sports Network. The Scotties trying to see if they can't dig out of this hole and come back from behind. Neesmith in the box now. Spots that one and fouls it just behind us here for strike one. So Coggins ahead in the count on Neesmith. She was caught stealing her last time after she'd gotten on. Here's the pitch. Trying to bunt her way on here. Nice bunt. Thomas fires down to first, and she's safe. Couldn't beats the throw down at first base. Good bunt there by Neesmith. Got it down where Fitzgerald, Coggins, or Thomas could not get to it easily. And she's aboard. So she's on for the third time in the ball game. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Sabrina Bowen, who just made a fine play defensively to end the inning. And she puts down a bunt. This one to Thomas. Got her at first with Thomas covering at first. So Kylie Thomas across the diamond to Emma Thomas for that out. But that will push Neesmith down to second on the fielder's choice. One down, top of the seventh. Caldwell back in the box for the Wolves. Caldwell with that home run in the first to give the Wolves their first lead of the ball game. Neesmith down at second. That one's in the dirt. Fitzgerald can't dig it out. And that will send Neesmith over to third. It's going to go down as a wild pitch there. Two balls, no strikes to Caldwell. Dangerous situation for Coggins. Threw a curveball in there and got it across the plate. Nice change of pace on the pitch by Coggins. Take the count to 2-1 now. That's a strike call there. 2-2 after the pitch on the inside corner by Coggins. Neesmith at third for Wesleyan. One down. Coggins with the pitch. Change up. Got it. Nicely done on the pitch there to retire Caldwell. She was looking fastball. And that pitch by Coggins found the plate for the strikeout. That'll bring up Savannah Pollock now. Pollock started out in right field. Behind the plate catching. With 2 outs as she comes to the plate. Swats at one and ripped it foul. Down the left first base line. Oh, 1 count. Squaring for the bunt. Ball thrown low by Coggins. Make it 1-1 on the count to Pollock. Neesmith at third. 2 down. Here's a pitch. Tried to bunt it and bunted it foul. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Pollock. Coggins steps off. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one in the dirt, blocked by Fitzgerald to hold Neesmith at third. Two balls, 2 strikes. Foul tipped at the plate. Fitzgerald can't hold on to that one. So Pollock stays alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. See if she goes with that off-speed pitch here. 2-2 pitch. Yep, she threw it and looping it out into left field over the head of Barker. And that will plate another run for the Wolves. That's a patient piece of hitting there by Pollock. That changeup, she waited on it and was able to loop it out into left field and got it over the head of Barker. She'll wind up with a double and the RBI. So Neesmith scores from third, make it 10-2 now. Jinde right in the box, swings at the first pitch and fouls it off right side. Right, with a line shot to Thorson in the 5th to end that inning. Takes a look, a ball low, and count goes to 1-1. Pollock down at second. Pitch to right. Ripped down the line. That's going to stay fair and down in the corner. That'll score Pollock easily, and Wright's going to slide into second with a double. So Wright got a hold of one and just ripped it left field, just inside the chalk. And she'll get the RBI as a result of that. Pollock, she doubled on her bat prior to that, so back-to-back doubles takes it to 11-2 for the Wolves. This one ripped down the left field line, but foul. This is a panic in the box for Wesleyan. So Wesleyan with a surge here in the top of the seventh, trying to ensure there's space between them and the Scotties. As the Scotties going to be looking at having to have a big bottom half of the seven if they're able to overcome this deficit. Pitch out was lifted. Calling for it out in center field is Fernandez for the grab for the Scotties. So Fernandez's catch ends the top of the seventh for the Wolves, but they push across 2 more runs in the seventh to make it an 11-2 lead over the Scotties, who are coming to the plate. Scotties will send up Elizondo, Thomas, and Thorson in the bottom of the seventh. See what they do after this break. Bottom of the seventh now for the Scotties, trailing 11-2. Got to get something going. They'll counter with Kaylee Melton in the lineup, replacing Elizondo, and she takes strike one. Melton, the sophomore from Destin, Florida, able to hold off on that pitch. Taking 1-1 on the count now to Kayla. Only her second plate appearance for the Scotties this year. Late on the fastball from Dick. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Melton. One and 2 pitch. That one just on the inside. Take it to 2-2. Two offering from Kimberly Dick is on his way. And that one's looped out to center field, and right in her tracks, 2 steps in, is a catch by Neesmith. So Melton retired on a fly out to center field. And that'll bring up Emma Thomas. Thomas doubled her last time up to allow this softball game to continue. She got on. And then Fernandez hit the 2-run homer. Thomas takes the first pitch for a strike. Just 2 outs left for the Scotties. Thomas pops it up on the infield. So Panic calls for it at third base and squeezes it for out number 2. So Colleen Thorson, final hope here for the Scotties in game 1. She flew out to center field last time up. Takes the first pitch inside for a ball. Dick with the pitch. Swung on and missed by Thorson. Fastball at the knees. Colleen not able to catch up with that one. Make the count 1-1. This pitch is out of the strike zone by Dick. So the count to 1-2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Thorson late on that fastball. Take the count to 2-2. So Thorson and the Scotties down to their final strike. Here's the pitch by Dick. Swung on and missed by Thorson. So that will bring us to the end of our first of 2 ball games here this afternoon. First contest goes to the Wolves of Wesleyan College. They win it 11-2 over the Scotties of Agnes Scott. Complete game for Kimberly Dick. She will go to 4-2 on this season for the Wolves of Wesleyan College as she went the distance for them in this first ball game. 11-2 win for the Wolves over the Scotties of Agnes Scott. Take a break, get you set for the second of our doubleheader after this timeout.